thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Ooh, the juke. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, here's Blount. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Brady gives now to Blount. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it gives the Pats a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
it. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
On second down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Play action. Now it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Gronkowski, slot left. Brady to throw on second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This is caught. Gronkowski. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Garoppolo now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And Anderson's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Green 39! Green!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down. As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a cut to the sideline. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Blunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super toe.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Garoppolo. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He completes it to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Garoppolo now. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll See right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Brady to throw on second down. Surveying the field. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Shotgun now for Brady. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And the ball is knocked out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Blunt, the lone running back. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete here.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Now Brady again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Brady to throw again. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great... And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now a carry for Blunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have had their moments so far today, and that's why we have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Jets with the football midway through the first. The ball's going to come out on the run. He'll pick up only a few yards here. Now following the fumble, Blunt's got it on the run, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone, pushing the lead to 10. Patriots take it early in the second. They're going to come away with another sack. This one ends up as a loss of 11. Jets have it late in the second. Pass will be completed over the middle, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 3. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Garoppolo. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he's brought down after a good game.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Garoppolo now. That one complete to Anderson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught. This is Burbridge. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now back to throw. He's got time. And it's complete. Henry, a good pick up there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Garoppolo. And Anderson's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards here on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Prosise. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Garoppolo now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Look at the time. His throw incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. Wide open, Julian Edelman. A big play there for the Patriots. 33 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They come out here in the eye. Now Blunt. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Jets there in on the stop.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The rookie out of tiny Stony Brook on Long Island, Victor Ochi, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And that last drive, a long... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking that time for Aaron Burbridge. And now it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and that leads to a New York first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play, able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nate Ebner.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And Blount loses the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And now out come the Patriots. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. And
oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense. Still third down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Blunt, the lone running back. First and goal from the 8. And he'll get it up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Garoppolo now. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run again with Blunt. Fighting through. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it here with Blunt. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he comes back with one complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack.